Hello everyone, this is Sabrina with Sabrina's Crafty Home Decor. I picked this form up at Dollar Tree and I soaked it really well and peeled off the decorative paper that they had on it before and rubbed off what I couldn't get off, what didn't peel off, and then I used my little yellow hand sander there on the left and sanded off any excess paper and glue still stuck to the board. And now I've put a bottom coat of Snow White, Waverly Snow White chalk paint, and here I've mixed a drop of Waverly Elephant chalk paint with a couple scoops of the Snow White chalk paint to make this light gray color. And now I'm painting, giving it a good coat of Mod Podge. And while the Mod Podge is still wet, I painted the Snow White again over the gray. And then dried it with my hand tool, and that gave us a nice crackle effect. And then I painted the stem at the top there with Waverly Elephant chalk paint, and I'm using the light gray color I mixed up to paint the sides and the back. And this took a couple of coats because it was showing through, the wood was. And now I'm taking this napkin that I picked up from decopodgenapkins.com, and I am peeling off the back two layers, leaving me with just the thin top layer. And I'm using some water and a paintbrush to easily tear off the sides. A torn napkin blends better with the background than a straight edge, so I always tear my napkins. Okay, and now we're going to paint a layer of Mod Podge on the bottom and carefully place our napkin, very slowly and carefully as to not tear it, and then put another layer of Mod Podge on the top to seal it. Now if you like this video and would like to see more of my videos, please be sure to hit subscribe, then hit the bell, and then all, so that you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Now I'm taking some brown antiquing wax or finishing wax, and just rub that all over just to give it a more aged look. And then I painted some Mod Podge around the edges of the napkin, and I sprinkled some diamond dust around the edges to give it a little bit of a shine. And now here is some ribbon, the bottom ribbon I picked up from Dollar Tree, and the lace I picked up from Hobby Lobby, and the silver ribbon I picked up from Dollar Tree, and the feathery string I picked up from Amazon, I believe. So, and that was my homemade Bodabra. And now I just hot glued a very rustic star on top of the tree that's on the napkin, and hot glued the bow in place. And that rustic tree I picked up at Temu. And I believe I think I got the rustic stars off of Amazon, although you can get those on Temu as well. And now I'm just kind of playing with it, trying to decide what I want to do to cover that little hole on the top of the tree. I put a little snowball on there, but honestly ended up not liking it. And in a minute, I'll be taking it off. So I just tore little pieces of Christmas greenery that I had and hot glued them into place above the tree. And now I'm taking these branches. They already have some snow and some glitter on them. And I'm hot gluing them 3 pieces, 2 on either side and 1 in the center on the bottom there. And then I am taking some of the Snow White chalk paint and I am painting, or dry brushing I should say, some small pine cones to make them look like they're white with snow. And I found an even smaller pine cone that already had snow on it in my stash that I decided to replace with the snowball on top of the tree. And I have some berries here that already have snow on them as well. So I'm just tearing off chunks. It came in one huge chunk, so I'm tearing off little chunks of berries to hot glue in place in between the 3 pine cones and on both ends of the tree branch. And then I hot glued some berries on either side of the pine cone above the rustic metal tree as well. And now I'm making a hanger. Well, I was going to make a hanger, but then I changed my mind. I did later go back and I put a sawtooth hanger on the back that I screwed in. And now I'm making a tag, and to age that up, give it more of a vintage look. I'm fraying all the sides with using a pair of scissors and just rubbing the sharp edge of the scissors along each side. And then I rolled it into a ball to wrinkle it up real well. And then I dipped my brush in my black ink and dry brushed a little black ink around the edges and the center of the tag to age it. And then I used the Waverly Snow White to around the edges to make it look like it had some snow on the tag. And then I made a second one. I had a second board, so I made a second one here. I might still add a tag to this one on the right side there. It looks a little uneven to me, but I just cut little strips of fabric, and I placed them one on top of the other in a circular pattern and tied them with some jute twine to make the bow. And I'm really happy with how these turned out, and thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed the video.